This was a stroke of genius from Sony and a timely update for the holidays, now that you can stream games on your PlayStation Portal from the cloud. So let's find out if it's better than Xbox Game Pass. Hey guys, Thunder E here, and welcome to another video. This one is a battle of sorts, but first off, we just have to talk about the fact that Sony dropped this update at the right time. Their PlayStation 30th anniversaries are coming out, the PlayStation Portal is there, and boom, you can now stream games on there from the cloud. Not from your PlayStation, which is what the Portal was initially built for. Streaming games from the PlayStation 5 to your Portal was what it is. Now, if you know anything about the Portal, go check out my video on that. It's this device right here. It's got a massive screen, it's split PlayStation controllers, and the idea was to play games directly from it. Now, streaming from the cloud means that it competes against something like the Xbox Game Pass, which we know and we've covered extensively on this channel, where you can stream games on from the cloud on your console, you can stream it on your PC, your laptop, your tablet, you name it, every avenue there. And this is something Microsoft has been doing for a while. So how good is the PlayStation Portal's cloud streaming? Now, when you turn on your PlayStation Portal, you've got an option to either, after you do the update, option to either play directly from your PlayStation the games you have or games on the cloud. Selecting that gives you this cloud menu, which is very simplistic here. You've got an option here for to link your headsets, home, and that's it. Now, you have games that you're playing on top or continue to play, which you already started playing, and you can scroll through the games. Now, currently there is no search option. I believe there are like 100 and something games on here, but there are quite a ton of games. Not a lot of new games, but a lot of really good titles as well. There are some newer games, kind of like Ghost of Tsushima and Spider-Man Miles Morales there. There's Doom Eternal. So there's still a lot of really great games here, but I decided to play a couple of them to see how they are and then compare it to the Xbox Game Pass. Now, first game I played was Spider-Man Miles Morales, which played really well. Felt fairly comfortable to play. I didn't notice that much lag. I will remind people here that lag is dependent on how good or bad your internet connection is. So I have 1 gigabit Ethernet here at home, and also 2 gigabit in the office, which means I have basically no slowdowns. Now, the second game was Ghost of Tsushima, which also played well. What you notice is, of course, graphically doesn't look as good as the PlayStation 5 counterpart if you're playing it on your TV or streaming from the TV, but it still looks pretty good. And then finally, I decided to go ahead and check out Mortal Kombat 11. Because fighting games is where you usually will see latency drops of any kind, and went ahead and played that, and it played pretty well. I did notice a little bit, but that was to be too expected. The one thing about how does that compare to Xbox Game Pass? Now, with the Xbox Game Pass, I decided to play it on my phone, the S24 Ultra, and I wanted to go ahead and try it out, try a couple of games out. Now, I don't have matching games because Ghost of Tsushima and Spider-Man are PlayStation games, but I did first check out Mortal Kombat 11. Same game, both. And what I noticed on the Xbox Game Pass was that it started in a lower resolution and then it bumped up at a certain point. I guess just trying to figure out what my speeds are, but it felt really fluid, very fast. I say it felt just a notch better in terms of latency, but honestly, it still felt kind of the same to me. I'll say both of them really did a good job here. Went ahead and played, of course, some Forza Horizon, which of course requires, some latency controls, but not that much. And that played well and that looked really good. Now, the last game I wanted to play is something that available for both consoles, one which you can stream for the PlayStation, but you can't play on the cloud. And that is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which I was able to play directly on the cloud. That's one of the big advantages that Xbox has over PlayStation here, is that you need, of course, to have, because Xbox has first-party games available directly, and of course, Call of Duty is a first-party game in a sense. Now, I was able to play Call of Duty Black Ops, and it played really well on here. On my S24 Ultra, able to go through the game without any issues. I even went ahead and tried it on a bigger device like a tablet, which is like my Pixel tablet, which also played very, very well, and it looked absolutely fluid. But you know what? Before I continue, I want you to see gameplay from both PlayStation Portal and, of course, the S24 Ultra.
Yeah. You guys know from that. Right.
Pretty good. I think we're in a very good time where we have game streaming from both companies and it's showing quite well. Now, what are the downsides? On the Xbox Game Pass side, depending on what device you're using, you're gonna get some battery drain, which is just standard or normal for any kind of gaming. Now, if you're using your smartphone, you're draining your smartphone, and for gaming, well, this is a device you can use for other things. But if you're using a tablet or something like that, or even your PC, then it's not a bother. So you can use multiple devices for this. Now, when it comes to PlayStation Portal with streaming, downside is a couple of things. First thing I noticed is that, at least because it's in beta, while you're playing the game, there's no way to actually jump out unless you tap the power button to basically turn off the screen, turn it back on, and it takes you out into the main menu. That's pretty much the only way you can go back to the main menu for the games. There is no search option at this point in time. The other thing to note is that you have to buy a PlayStation Portal. So you have to spend about $199 for this, or you can buy it used, but you have to have a PlayStation Portal. You cannot do this on a smartphone or a tablet or any other feature. Plus, you also have to have PlayStation, the highest version of the service, for you to actually be able to use it. So this is something that requires, just some extra expenditure over what you have with Game Pass. Now, are these going to take over? I don't know. I don't think so. I think this is a good addition from Sony, and also Microsoft's been doing this for a while. And I think Microsoft still has the upper hand because you don't need to buy an additional piece of hardware. The other thing to note is that, look, there are rumors out there of an Xbox handheld and a PSP 2 coming. So I think those are the two devices that will be really exciting, that will support, I'm sure, game streaming, but also hardware acceleration on those devices as well. Can't wait to see. But right now, when it comes to both of them, I think the slight upper hand still goes to Xbox Game Pass because you do have a lot of gaming on there. First-party games from Microsoft, third-party games like EA games as well. But it's good to see PlayStation having this because PlayStation fans, yes, you're getting your hardcore PlayStation games here. But again, if you want something that's just more open, Xbox Game Pass is pretty much the way to go. So let me know what you think. You think I'm crazy, or you think that I got this wrong? Or what do you like this idea? Are you gonna pick up a PlayStation Portal, maybe the 30th anniversary edition, so you can actually stream games on here? Mind you, you do have to have a carrying case for the take it with you on the road. There is no LTE as well. So there are those points to actually put out. But I digress. Leave your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and always enjoy entertainment.